5, 4, 1.
One. And we're live. Oh, okay. What's going on, everybody?
Hello.
Hello.
Why did I say it like that? That was strange.
I don't know. Yeah, that was
Let
strange.
me turn off my air conditioner because the bitch is loud.
Oh, we don't even hear it.
It's outside anyway. I think I can hear it when I'm on my phone more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, I'm on my phone. I still don't even hear it.
Oh,
It's actually cool enough for me to be able to turn it off for a little bit. So.
Yeah, it's actually kind of cool out there right now. It's raining out there right now. Disgusting.
you're getting all the
It
rain.
was 95 degrees.
Today, we only got up to 83 or 4.
Well,
I didn't even hit 70. Okay.
well.
83.
Check my weather. What's my weather right now? 61.
You said check it. I don't know. New York, where you're at, is 58 and rainy.
58.
Yeah.
You're kidding me.
Let me see about Port Jervis. That just says New York. Hold on.
Oh yeah. You gotta check port.
I gotta go to my the ones I use the most. Hold on.
Everybody knows the only city in New York is New York.
I mean, so no.
Kevin would disagree. Oh, okay. You weren't happy with what I said, but you're gonna get something worse. 54.
Oh my god.
And rain.
That is amazing.
So weird.
When do we go up at all in temperature?
Not for. Well, yeah. Tomorrow you should hit 70, and then Friday 77, and then you dip back down in the 60s.
Oh my god! Can we just keep a linear, consistent type of weather, please?
No. The fuck? What are you thinking?
By the way, real quick. Hey, Mary Jane. Real quick. If like the world was to end by tsunami and we're in Savannah, what do we do?
Swim.
Bitch, I can't swim. Actually, I can swim. I can't float.
I was gonna say you can swim.
Y'all are gonna see me float past.
Really? Hey, there's James.
Hey.
I mean, I don't know.
He's gonna have all of his pots.
Right. He's gonna be like Jack and Rose all over again, except he's Jack and his pots are Rose on a float behind him.
Literally, not enough room, brother.
Elegua, I'll never forget you.
Help me, help you.
It'll be
help you, help me.
It'll be my pots and then my dogs.
There you go.
The dog.
Shit, I'm not saving any of these cats.
I just looked over and I was like, if I can, I will try.
I'm not even look. One of them ain't even a cat, but is a damn witch demon thing. Like that one will live. That's no problem. The other ones, well, I'll just see you in the afterlife.
She's gonna be the one that opens the 7th seal that causes the tsunami.
No, yeah. Literally, she's gonna be the cause of that world ending. She's gonna be like, finally.
She's gonna be the one that blows the trumpets of Armageddon.
She's gonna find Anna Banana and be like, let's link up.
See, that's what I just said. She's probably the one hiding Annabelle.
Right underneath the damn house. I wonder what that smell of sulfur was.
Yeah. But, I mean, it is what it is. All good.
Speaking of sulfur, I changed a recipe in my book that needed sulfur, and I changed it to black salt. Not that it even matters now, because the way I rewrote the spell is now... Because, okay, I changed it from sulfur to black salt when the spell was done indoors. But now there's a certain part of the spell that has to be done outside. And now that it's outside, I can use sulfur. But it's black salt. Yeah, black salt will do better anyway with what I want it to do.
Everything we do is subjective to change or subject to change. Because if you're in the throw of something and you're like, you know what, I know it says this, but I'm really feeling this, you're going to grab the thing you're really feeling. There's a reason you're feeling it.
I forgot blunt wraps on the way home.
Dad?
He ain't got blunt wraps, but I have a bowl right here. I just hate smoking out of a bowl. So much so that there's actually weed in here from the last time I packed the bowl.
Oh, it's been a minute, huh?
I don't like smoking out of bowls. I really don't.
I don't mind them. It reminds me of being in like middle school again.
No, that's me smoking out of a monster can.
Well, I never like I did that maybe twice out of a Coke can or a spray can back in the day.
Or a Dasani water bottle with aluminum foil on top with
Oh
oil
my
sticks on it.
god, the fucking dude! I have an uncle that literally will makeshift a bowl out of tinfoil.
We're
That's a
past
Talk
lot.
about some hood rat shit.
that. Ain't even no, because that ain't even hood rat. That's like some lower level shit. If all you
You know
got,
what I love? That's technically lower level, but I think it's a fucking. I think it's like a What's that word?
Is it an apple?
No, it's a gravity bong.
mm,
I love gravity bongs. And
how,
okay, so
how's that
what?
lower level? How's that lower level?
Well, a lot of people say it's lower level, like the water bottle, like the tinfoil bowl.
If I show up and somebody's got a gravity, I don't care what it's made of.
Yes, I'm hitting that
No,
motherfucker.
that's a one hit wonder right there.
Hello.
A
With that
one hit
being
done.
said, I prefer bongs over bowls, and I have a bong under the altar, but I haven't touched it in so long. I'd probably have to clean it, and I don't have
Not
time
as
for that.
harsh on the lungs.
Yeah, I don't like a bong. I'm a good.
No.
I like my bowls. I like my little joints. I like my little blunts.
You know what
But
I can do? I can.
When
Oh
I
wait, maybe
did
not.
smoke, I think bongs were my favorite.
a lot of people say that. But it's never been my thing.
Or a pin.
Oh, a pin. Yeah, I like those. I keep one of those on me all the time.
I noticed that when I used to smoke, if I smoked it with a blunt wrapper, that's when the paranoia would hit me.
The tobacco mix or
Mm-hmm.
whatever is in the leaf.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's nicotine, but it's a tobacco leaf, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad I don't have that. I don't have the paranoia.
no. I haven't had paranoia and fucking. Oh my god.
If I was to drop acid again, I'd probably have a bad trip though. I'm almost 100%. It's been 20 years. No,
You
the worst.
what?
It's been almost 30 years since I dropped acid. It used to be my favorite thing to do. Like that was me every weekend. 2, 3 hits of acid. Oh, it's gone. And then I was sober up sort of through school. Not really, just not acid. And I think if I was to do it now, I'd probably have like the worst trip of my life
Why?
because my adult brain would be paranoid, where my young brain was like, I can jump off a 12-foot roof. Sure, no problem. And now
So
I'm
when
like,
I
I get on a ladder.
anytime I dipped on acid, I would just be the most don't do drugs people.
Right? Yeah. We're not condoning. We're sharing experiences.
Exactly. We don't do any of this today. So
No.
um
Definitely not the topic of the video we're discussing.
no, but when I did trip acid, it was such a beautiful like it was so tranquil, you know what I mean?
Mine was never tranquil. It wasn't bad, but it was never tranquil. It was
Oh, it
always
was always tranquil for me. Like I would literally lay out in the field for like hours just watching the clouds.
that's
I
you're
mean,
that kid. No, look, me, it's adventure time. We're going out in a car and just chancing our lives. We're gonna go walk through a field, and my friend's gonna freak out. She thinks she's being chased by snakes and the devil. It's a wild ride. I don't like staying in the house when I'm like that. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's time.
Yeah. No, I feel that. No, I'm with you though. Like I don't want to be inside. That's so fucking boring.
I don't know. There was one trip, and I can't remember. I think I dropped the acid, and then whoever was supposed to like be with me or meet me somewhere or go where to do whatever, like bailed on me, and I was stuck at home because I think I was grounded, and I was gonna sneak out. Anyway, so yeah, I stared at the TV, and my mom the next day was like, "Why were you just staring at the TV for like hours?" I thought the bitch was on. I thought the bitch was on. There was whole things happening in front of me, and
That's hilarious.
I was doing so well. I was so happy.
This one time, me and Sam were tripping off of acid, right? And we we have, but we're also starving, right? But we also just tripped acid, and not like everyone else, we did not get in the car. But we were hungry and we wanted pizza, right? So we have Sam's brother go pick it up for us, but we call them like he comes to my house first. And before he gets to the house, we're calling and ordering the pizza. And Sam has a perfect conversation with the woman. All she needed to do was just hang up the phone. But she's on the phone and she's literally like, "Okay, great." And what about? And then she just clicks the fucking phone. She just hangs up. Right? And then she's like laughing. She's like, "I can't fucking talk. I don't know what I wanted to say, blah blah blah." She calls back. I answer the phone. I start bursting into laughter. I hang up.
Did you
Hang
piss?
up, right?
I wouldn't have delivered that pizza to your bitch ass. You
Oh,
never.
oh no, no, we were having her brother pick it up.
Oh,
But so then I call her back. And then I literally, for people wearing headphones, take them out now.
don't scream.
I literally go, "I'm so sorry. You know, my phone is shit." That's exactly how I said it too. I know the girl on the other line went,
I'd have been so
"Hello?"
mad. I'd have been so mad.
So when her brother got to the house, we told him, we're like, "By the way, if the pizza lady hates you, not our fault."
Totally your fault.
I would
Okay.
have been, as soon as I got there, I would have been like, yeah, one of my friends called in a pizza order. I'm here to pick it up just to take the blame
Literally.
off of me.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I do want to preference by saying, even though we just had an 11-minute conversation for about absolutely nothing, this will be a shorter video for you guys today. I say we. I was thinking of canceling for this month, but some other witches were like, "You can't cancel." So we're here to give y'all a little treat. Okay. But because of how jam-packed busy we are going to keep this video short this month. So
Mine is /11, almost 12 minutes. Bullshit.
exactly.
Disclaimer
Um,
here. Don't do drugs.
so with that though, Rowan, do you want to start off by giving us our saint and our hub of this chat?
We were talking about Saint Expedite, and we were talking about how he's like very well known in like a lot of folkloric, traditional workings, especially in the South and things like that. But did you know there's actually no record of him ever being like a living person?
Really?
I've heard a story that it was just a statue that found its way to I think it was to a nunnery, and they just opened it, and they were like, "Who is Expedite?"
Oh,
Some people would be like, "Oh well, he's this warrior from blah 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 blah," but there's no like
right.
actual physical
Evidence.
evidence, and that's why he's not really a canonized saint anymore.
Okay.
He's not accepted by the Catholic Church.
Oh, okay.
So that's
Okay.
why you see him more around like folk magic.
Mhm.
You don't really see churches doing feasts of Saint Expedite unless it's like this random church in the middle of nowhere that you know.
Right. Right.
Um, Everybody knows that his favorite offering is pound cake, especially Sarah Lee.
What I said. What I said. What I said. Didn't I say that? Oh, I'm supposed to look this way. Didn't I say that?
Nope, you were right. The other way. The other way.
Other way, this way?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm this way. No,
Yeah,
okay. First of all, Sara Lee pound cake, that's stupid specific and questionable because everybody knows the marble one's better. And then the lemon one's more superior than that. So,
oh, a lot of the New
shut
Orleans,
your face.
a lot of the
You
New
stand
Orleans
alone.
and um, American conjure traditions use Sara Lee pound cake. It's not like he came down and said, "Yes, Sara Lee's my favorite," but pound cake, and a lot of people use the Sara Lee because I like Sara Lee pound cake. It's really good. And
See,
then
I've read in a book, and I'm not saying this was even a credible book. I'm just saying I did read in a book where the author literally says his favorite is Sarah Lee, and I
Mhm.
even looked at that like,
Mhm.
was Sarah Lee around at his time? I don't think so.
Yeah, I think that
I'm
was
just
just like the combination because I think Sara Lee's been around for how many years?
A while.
Yeah,
Not
so it was probably like the cheapest thing they could get back then.
right.
very cheap now. Damn.
Mhm. A lot of people will turn him upside down as a part of the ritual, which I don't do because that's a form of saint punishing to make him go faster. And honestly, part of me is like, what is turning his image upside down going to do other than be disrespectful? Because
No,
it's not like you're actually turning him upside down.
He's not
exactly.
bubble. He's not bubbles in a cup. You know what I mean? When
Hmm.
you turn a bottle upside down and the bubbles rush to the bottom.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But
Oh.
the main thing about him is as quick as he brings it in, as quick as he can take it away. So if you don't show your offerings and your thanks as soon as you can, bye bye.
No, yeah. I mean, honestly, and it doesn't work that way with every spirit, though I would imagine that's how it should work. Like, if you're not willing to pay, you're not willing to get. But
Right.
not only that, too, there's the case or the case scenario of the sense where I agree with you in the sense of like, because there's a lot of ritualistic practices that incorporate a type of saint punishment, and I just don't even know why that's even a thing, how that even spread and
Like
was accepted, huh?
the one with Saint Joseph burying him upside
Hmm.
down in the ground.
Yeah, I don't like that. If the intention is to be disrespectful or is to be in the sense of that punishment type of energy, I don't I don't see how one could think that a spirit is going to come to them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because if I'm in the spirit realm and you invoke me and then they're telling me that I'm going to punish you or I'm going to keep you in pain until you do what I need you to do, I'm going to unleash hell onto your ass.
Yeah.
And then
I
And
you're not going to get what you want. Matter of fact, you'll probably never get what you want.
there's even some
Excuse me, I'll be right back.
people that do the same saint punishment with Santissima, which that would be the last one that I would ever do something like that with. I was watching a documentary where this girl literally says that Santissima didn't do something she wanted, and she put her in the toilet tank, like the tank behind the toilet.
Sorry?
And
Yeah, she got the flood of her life. I bet.
I bet we were just talking about how some traditions do the saint punishment with Santissima,
Wild.
and that I watched a documentary that somebody did that with Santissima and put her in the back of the toilet tank.
Could you imagine?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
not doing that.
That's that right there, ballsy, and I pray for you because
Right.
That's
you gonna need it.
that's why one of the reasons that a lot of the Santissima statues have the removable hand is that's what it was originally for. But now a lot of people just use the hand as removable to put different stuff in our hands.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Like I have, and I think it's the only one that I have, which you gave me. I have one Santissima statue that the scythe is removable.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And that
I think we
that
both.
is
I
cool.
think we all three have the same one.
Mm-hmm.
Do we? Okay. I know one of them. I think you're right on that, and it's out in the living room. I'm not going to get
The
it right
bigger
now.
one.
I
No,
have a
are you
whole
talking about the
lot.
one with red eyes?
Yeah.
No, I have that. You have that. I don't think Homeboy has that.
Oh, okay. I
Because
thought we all three had it.
the
Okay.
one that you have, I gave.
Right.
Right. So yeah. Okay.
A lot
So
of my Santissima statues have the removable scythe.
Hmm.
yeah.
Even my big one.
Yeah. I prefer that because exactly there's things that you can incorporate and do with that, and literally give her flowers, literally give her a cigarette or a blunt or
Hmm.
whatever, a cigar, whatever the fuck. Do a little line of coke if that's your thing. I don't fucking know.
And
Wow.
then
First off,
She's
yeah.
got acid up in her shrine. No, she don't. No, she don't. No, she don't. I don't know who said that. Who said that?
So,
That
anyways, it's
wasn't me. That I don't know who said that.
a lot of people will get their statues now and drill a hole where her teeth are at so they can put a cigarette.
that's cool. I mean, I probably wouldn't do it, but I think it's cool.
Yeah.
Or some people would like maybe take a little tiny hole and then they'll take the cigarette and a toothpick and click it
Hmm. That makes sense.
Um.
and then the herb of the month is hibiscus. Which of course everybody knows hibiscus is like love and good luck and lust and stuff like that. But it's actually a really good cleanser, especially if you turn it into a bath.
Yeah.
You take that flower and crush it up with a little bit of rum and some Florida water and some cascarilla, and
Yep.
take that as a spiritual bath. You wash your house with it.
I also think hibiscus is very good for blessings.
Hmm.
And if you wanted to, like, say you're making a potion, right? And you want it to look a little extra magical, throw a little bit of hibiscus in there because it'll dye the water.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And magically speaking, it'll enhance whatever you're doing by giving it a type of blessing. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So.
You can also make a good hibiscus tea.
Oh, it's so good. Oh my God. During not last weekend, but the weekend before when I was at the vendor and I was at, and I was having my little setup. Excuse me. My tattoo people, because you know the whole shop was involved, you know what I mean, and they had because it was a toast to, you know, the town or whatever, and so they were basically giving out free snacks, free drinks, and everything. And my homegirl Jen, she made a raspberry hibiscus tea that she
Mm.
had to remake like 5 times.
Wow,
Mm-hmm.
nice.
Mm-hmm.
I
So
bet, yeah, hibiscus is full of good antioxidants and stuff like that. And the one that you usually see a lot is the sorrel hibiscus,
yeah,
and it has like that cranberry tart to it.
yeah, okay. So all right. Well, thank you for that, Rowan. Um,
Yes.
so for the next 30 minutes or so, we're just gonna literally talk about some traditional oils and recipes and just stuff that you see a lot of witches have, and we're just gonna talk about it. Talk about the uses for it, why we use them, why maybe it's even a traditional thing, if that's, you know, the word we want to call it.
Mhm.
Um but yeah, and I'm sure throughout this video you guys will definitely hear a couple of recipes that you know of, because again, it's the things that every witch has. You know what I mean? Not literally, but you get my point.
I mean, most, yeah.
I mean, whether they have it or not, they definitely know about it. You know, it's like in Halloween Town too, when Marnie was saying how, you know, there's the spells that every witch knows, and then there's the super secret spells that only is known to the witch who makes them up.
Mhm.
Hmm.
These recipes that we're going to talk about are the spells all the witches know.
Hopefully.
Oh, well, if you don't, you'll learn today.
Yeah, I was gonna
You
say,
gonna
'cause-
learn today.
You're going to learn. So you want to take the book and flippity flip and pointy point?
well, no, I was not gonna start with one in the book. I did find one that I want to talk about though that I find interesting.
Okay.
And I will say you gotta tweak these recipes because like I'm allergic to have stuff in here. Um, but not really. That was a lie.
I
It's
mean,
just
always make
use
your own recipe your own.
I don't like almond oil because it's gonna kill me. But no, I was so I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong. Like I know your answer, Rowan. Your I don't know yours. Most witches have their own anointing oil or witches oil that they use for their personal workings, or like if it's just something that doesn't require an oil, or say you're not a witch that works with a plethora of oils. That I feel like every witch has their own anointing oil
Hmm.
for that type of situation, or just to like go around your house with, just
Hmm.
just keep your shit in check, just a basic
Something, yeah, something
anoint.
to amplify the energies.
Yeah. But the one I found that I found interesting, minus the oil carrier, which is subjected to change by whoever's doing this, obviously. Um, and you want me to show the book? I'll show the book.
Yeah, yeah,
It's,
yeah, yeah. Let's let people know what book we're utilizing and where we're, you know, what we're talking about. Because that right there is an excellent book.
Oh my gosh, excuse me.
bless you. Traditional Witches Formulary and Potion Making Guide by Sophia, something I can't pronounce. De Gabriel.
Right.
There we go.
I think she also wrote the book Circle of Hecate.
Might be. That
I
last
think so.
name is familiar.
I think I could be wrong. Don't at me.
Okay, so this particular page is page 88, and this page had a lot of basic things, and it's the first page I opened up to. Black cat oil, binding oil, blessing anointing oil, come to me now oil, and confusion oil. I feel like those are pretty standard oils.
Mhm.
That was supposed to lead into a conversation for someone else to take off.
Well, okay. So out of those, pick an oil.
Binding
Black.
oil. Or what?
I was gonna say black cat.
Either or.
We'll talk about them all. I just mean to talk about right now. Black cat.
Black cat. Well, it's the first
Black
one
cat.
on the page. Might as well start with that one.
Okay. So what does the book say about black cat?
It says black cat oil for good luck and to reverse bad luck.
Hmm. Okay.
And then it lists the ingredients and how long you have to do everything.
Okay. All right.
Very basic.
Huh? What'd you say?
I said very basic.
Oh
Good.
yeah.
It's not over explained. It's very like, here's why you use it. This is what you do.
So now I personally also use because of black cat oil being very good for good luck. I also use it for anything involving money and prosperity. I'll use it especially for gambling and like any games of chance, games of risk, anything like that. Black cat oil basically, in my opinion, in my perspective, leans all the odds to your favor. You know what I mean?
And I love that it's called black cat oil because typically most muggles, I'm going to use the word,
I used
are
it today. I
yeah,
was talking to my coworker. I'm like, you know how New Orleans is full of ghosts and vampires and witches and all that? And he's like, no, it's a place you go partying. I'm like, well, you're a muggle. You don't know.
wow. Okay. Um, definitely, that's how you tell a muggle from a witch.
Hmm.
Mary Jane, it's the traditional witches formulary and potion making guide.
Hold it up to the camera. There you go.
This way. Nope.
Now, does that one have any ingredients that actually dyes it black? Because
I
some
was
people,
just gonna bring that up because my black cat oil and the black cat oil we sell on the shop is actually black. I'll show you.
I don't think any of this would actually dye it. No, not with her
because
ingredients.
some people make it black, some people keep it. I mean, does it include actual black cat hair, or is it?
Mm-mm.
Because there's some that do.
Does would Solomon's? Yeah, yeah.
My black cat oil.
That's actually really pretty. I used to have my war oil in the same bottle.
Ah, nice. Yeah, yeah. Um. So, so does that recipe does it actually contain black cat hair?
No, um,
Mine does.
I figure it should. She uses almond oil, angelica root, St. John's root, rose geranium, Solomon's seal, chamomile, and a pinch of sea salt.
I know some
Um,
recipes that use bay.
Bay. Okay. Would the Solomon seal is that? I don't. I've never used that. Is that dark? Would that
No,
just?
it looks like Angelica, but like a it's like a tan Angelica.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna I'm gonna give a little. Okay, here's my black cat oil. Okay, so what I have written in my little journal, right? I wrote black cat oil is used for literally luck, reversing bad luck, any type of cursing works. So I guess that's another thing I do love about it. And another thing with that being said, and it is written here, and psychic powers. Using black cat oil for intuition, astral projection, dream work, anything that uses the psychic energy of the atmosphere, black
Mhm.
cat oil will help because like mine with actually having black cat hair harnesses the spirit of the cat that walks in between worlds, you know?
Mhm.
Mhm.
Um, so, um, okay. So I don't know why, but apparently I wrote down that, you can use whatever you want, but stick to the number seven. And that's probably because to me, seven represents luck.
Mhm.
So, but I have black cat hair, eyebright, mullein root, patchouli, St. John's wort, mugwort, and mint.
It seems like a lot of the recipes for black cat is like very earthy.
Mhm.
Mhm. Well, I think that's because that's that luck part. You know what I mean?
See, I would put clover in. I think I would do the mint, but I would also do clover in
I
mine.
like the clover. Yeah.
That would be an excellent, like that would be great power right there.
See, I know in mine I would incorporate 13 herbs.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I like the seven. Shit, Biff. I like the seven because when you hit the jackpot, it's 777. You know,
Yeah.
so that's
There's
I can I see the 13 though because Lucky 13, and then there's Lucky Number 11, which was a great movie, but like
A
I
lot
like.
of my go-tos is 7 ingredients because biblically it's the number of completion.
Mm-hmm.
okay. There is an oil that I have here that we'll talk about. We'll talk about. And this specifically has 13 ingredients.
There you go. Nice.
I was trying to block off the title so nobody knows until we talk about it.
I
Okay.
do.
All right. So the next one is the binding oil.
Okay.
Now, I've never made a binding oil, to be honest. I don't think.
Mhm. I usually, for something binding, I would like incorporate like a dark arts oil or
Yeah.
something of that nature.
Yeah. If I'm doing, you know what? I think
I
I
mean, you
just
could.
regular anointing oil.
I would also use black cat oil to bind too, because if you think about it, if your cat runs across your feet, trips you up.
You know
True.
what I would use too? And I don't know if our homegirl originally made this recipe, but spider oil.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a great binding oil.
Yeah, I agree.
Me,
One in the web.
Hmm.
I have a very simple one that is good for binding and all that stuff. It's literally devil shoestring steeped in olive oil.
Nice.
I like that.
I think I've made a version of that.
Hmm.
Devil shoestring. I don't have any of that anymore. Speaking of which,
But
and
I
there's
do agree with you, Rowan, when because I don't have a binding oil specifically, but I do have a dark arts oil, and
Mhm.
that's what I would probably go to as well.
yeah.
Mhm.
Her ingredients were again with the almond oil. Almond oil. Um,
Just trying to kill you.
yeah, Byrony, which I don't know if I'm saying it right. It's Byrony. Byrony.
Wait a minute. You're allergic to almond oil?
I'm allergic to almonds.
Have I ever sent you any of my oils?
Yeah, but I don't use them on me. They can touch other stuff.
Okay, because they're all made out of
He literally went, "Oh my god, you're made out of almond oil."
they're
Well,
made out of almond
clearly.
oil.
No, when I use the only anointing oil that I know I'm good with is the one I make and the one we've made together. Because everything else touches something,
Mhm.
but as long as I don't ingest it, I'm good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can touch it, but like, say if I touch it and lick my finger, if it's like 100%, I'm not gonna die, but my mouth is gonna swell up,
Mhm. Mhm.
and so you're good. Don't worry about
Okay,
it.
I was about to say, oh my god.
No, I'm good. I'm
I
good.
almost killed you.
That's like my only kryptonite. And it's not
Literally.
really even a kryptonite. You know how many people test me
Let me
with
write that down.
Huh?
I had a chick, a, an ex mutual friend of ours named Dana. We were out eating ice cream, and I said I'm allergic to almonds, and she didn't fucking believe me, so she bought me an almond ice cream,
Uh,
and I had an immediate fucking reaction at
that's
the
me.
mall.
That's when me and her aren't friends no more.
That's when what I would do. I can't say on this video. So
That's fine. Trust me, we're not friends no more. Okay, and then the next one is blessed anointing oil, which she didn't list any ingredients. Oh, it just like it tells you what to do to bless the oil.
okay, so it's just an oil that you bless.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now there's come to me and come to me now, which I found interesting. So one has got a little more hustle to it, I guess,
I guess yeah.
and come to me is there's no like, oh, this is for the purpose of it. Like that's obvious. The come to
And
me now,
literally, yeah, the attention is in the title.
right? The come to me now oil says a more expedient version of the previous formula. So
Okay. Yeah.
the it's the almond oil, rose oil, jasmine oil, bergamot oil, and damiana. That's the original recipe for that oil, which I kind of find interesting. It's a very oily oil. Um, and then the next one
Did you
is
just
almond.
say it's a very oily oil?
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like no herb, just oil. That's oily.
Well, you know what I would do in that sense? Personally, don't take my advice really. But that's what I would just have all of those herbs in that one oil.
Right. That's what
Because that's in a sense the same thing. If you want me to do oil of this, oil of that, oil of that, why don't I just put all these herbs in this one oil so it gets all of the oils from the herbs and it's in one. Hello. Just saying.
Unless you rely on the scent as well.
yeah.
I've
Unless it's
noticed.
yeah.
And the expedited one is cinnamon oil, ambergris oil. I don't know how to say that. Lang lang.
Ambergris.
Yeah, that.
That's whale.
Oh,
That's literally whale droppings. It's
pass on
it
that.
comes from whale droppings.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
whale
okay.
bile.
Hmm.
I'm good. I don't need it.
You know
Lang
who taught me that? Lewis from H2O.
of course.
Just saying.
Can I finish this recipe?
Yes.
No.
A lot of you. That oil, lang lang, vanilla oil, and a pinch of orris root powder.
Ooh. I've always wanted to get my hands on orris root, but could never.
For me, ylang ylang is the one ingredient that can turn a love oil into a homosexual love oil.
Really? Why do you say that?
On the men's side, I don't know. It just ylang ylang has always screamed gay.
It
Well, see,
does?
in my smut books, lang lang is put on the inner thighs of a woman to spring yay
Mhm.
for the man. It's like an
Oh, I
attraction.
guess lang lang is an aphrodisiac, huh?
I'm assuming so because it's used in a lot of lusty stuff. Gotta get my hands on some of that. Right. Okay, so the last one on this little section is confusion oil, and I know several people that have confusion spells and make a confusion powder. And maybe did you ever make the confusion oil?
I've never made a confusion powder or oil, but I do have a confusion spell. And
Oh,
that spell could help amplify if you're making a powder or an oil or whatever.
okay. This one's a little bit longer. The little thing, the blurb is to throw it. What?
Okay.
To throw an enemy into a state of bewilderment. Okay. Yeah, it's
Let me guess.
also what?
Poppy seeds.
No? Well, hold on. Yes, at the bottom. I haven't gotten over where I choked earlier. Okay, almond oil, patchouli oil, capsaicin. I can't say this word.
Chrysanthemums?
No, I can say that one. CAPSICUM. Capsaicin. Say
Nope.
some.
Nope.
Okay. Anyway, this is a very spicy pepper. Take caution with eyes, skin, and inhalation.
Oh, that's the ingredient in peppers that is hot.
Okay. Caladine oil. How do you say this word?
See, you know it works because even the ingredients are confusing.
Caladine? Celadine?
Calamine.
No, that's what I keep wanting to say though. Okay, well, it's in this book. Just
Finlandia?
it's on page 89.
Who knows?
It's still in the oil. Black pepper, red pepper, black mustard seeds, a pinch of poppy seeds, graveyard dirt, gathered at midnight during a waning moon, preferably from the grave of a murderer.
That doesn't sound like a confusion to me. That sounds like a kill somebody.
That sounds like a
Why
doom
a
wordplay.
murderer? Like he
That
wasn't.
sounds like fiery diarrhea to me.
He did what he did. He didn't get confused about it. Him killed somebody.
Right, I was about to say, you know, motherfucker was not confused.
I would
He
I
was
would
well
say
aware.
I would use the dirt from a drunkard.
Yeah, I would use something that would spill confusion. Like corn maze dirt when they make the maze and people run it the whole season.
Oh, I never would have thought of that.
That's because I'm a genius. Until we get to math, and I'm a dumbass.
Hey, you and me both. We needed to call your fucking kid in to help us.
Yeah, last night was a trip.
Don't ask me about no mathematics.
Yeah, I don't math. Okay, I don't meth and I don't math.
By the way, all that coughing is why I hate smoking out of bowls. Just
I
like
know you're coughing a lot more. Your face getting a little red. Got a little color going on.
it's because of this bowl. See, my blunts they smooth, they hit great. This motherfucker is punching me in the damn throat. Like, calm down. Huh?
Huh?
What's that? Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
So that was 2 pages from this one book. Very practical, very interchangeable, very common to most witches.
Yep. Want to talk about dark arts oil?
Sure.
Because that we brought up twice before, and that actually is the recipe that only has 13 ingredients. Now, according to this little blurb that I wrote down, and I don't even know when this was, but some at some point last year, so I hope I trust myself when I say dark arts oil is used for anything dealing in the darker realms, just like so to speak, anything that people might get a little about, that's got that will probably qualify for
A little.
darker workings. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Even if it's not mean or scary, like ancestral veneration, not mean, not scary, but that probably would go in more of the darker category because you're working necromancy. You know what I mean?
Let me guess, Mullen's a part of that.
No.
Wow.
But poppy seeds is.
Okay.
So it deals with anything like that. Definitely with curses, hexes, jinxes, anything like that. Throwing malice, conjuring or summoning anything to send at someone for malice purposes. Absolutely, you can already assume that's going to be part of it. Shadow work, definitely. Protection, astral projection, domination, and so much other. Um, and the ingredients is poppy seeds, black salt, dragon's blood, sulfur, patchouli, graveyard crossroads dirt, rose thorns, wormwood, tobacco, snake bones or snake skin, rib bones, moth, so I guess rib bones, like maybe from a deer or something, or like snake from a snake. I don't know. A dead moth, because they're creatures of the night, and clear quartz.
Hang on, I gotta ask him a question.
No obsidian?
Yeah, hold on one second.
Um, I just flew into town. I'm boring on my wings, tired.
Okay, I was asking Alan because yesterday he brought me home some snake skin, like a whole snake skin he found at the job. Um, and he said rose thorns, and we were discussing something a couple days ago about something to do with thorns, and I didn't have any, and I didn't grow any roses this year, so I was asking him to get me some rose thorns,
Oh,
and he
I
said
got it.
he could have got them today, but he didn't know about it until right now. So,
Should have just texted me. I got a whole bunch from when I was pruning.
oh, you have? Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know that.
I mean, we're witches.
I
We'll
mean,
take any thorns.
I got a
yeah.
whole bunch of patchouli too.
I was getting ready to say and patchouli. We would take some patchouli.
It's
And
What
even
some,
What
bigger.
do you need? Do you need mullein? I got you with mullein.
I got a
I got,
mullen.
I got. You just tell me what you need, and I'll try to find it. But like,
Pure
Literally, I
friendship.
got you.
I need purple basil too.
I
I
don't have
got,
no
I
purple.
got, I got, I got, I got. You know. I
Yeah.
got, I got the perp. I got the perp.
Yeah, you got that purple. I need purple basil, and
Purple
his
oregano.
purple is gorgeous. So is that patchouli though. How we doing?
I have
Mhm.
another bag that's literally nothing but straight purple bud. I don't know where it is though. I think it's over there.
It's fine.
It's
Um,
here somewhere.
yeah. But yes, when it comes to spell oils, I feel like most witches have spell oils, or even spiritual practitioners using the oils.
Mhm.
You can
Yeah.
buy little bitty bottles of spirited oil on, well, at any Botanica or even on Amazon now.
Or even the cauldron shop. Link in the below. Link in the below.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and a lot of times, because people
It's huge.
don't understand how common using magical oils is, and that is a gigantic patchouli plant.
That's ginormous.
Um, a lot of people don't realize how common these spiritual oils are, and even in Christianity or Catholicism, you have holy oil.
Mhm.
Oils are seen in all spiritual paths and traditions, whether and they're titled as potions. Whether it's an actual drinkable potion or like one of these, an anointing potion. You know what I mean? These are the potions of witchcraft, and there are like we were saying, there are some that again all witches know, but then there are those that only is known to the witch who created it, and it could be a very specific intentional oil. Like I have a court oil that we sell, I
Mhm.
think, or
Yeah,
at least I have it. We
we
have a
sell.
court oil. I have an evil eye oil.
What do you
I
think
think
is the most common?
the most common
Yeah, like what do you think? Like it's like in every witch's arsenal, is there like I'm gonna?
Money oil.
a protection oil,
Oh, see, I
if
don't have.
not even fiery wall of protection oil.
I did have that, but I don't have it currently.
Oh, I have yo, and you know what's so funny? It's the most bougie bottle I got because it's the only one that I tied crystals to.
I love that.
But it's a clear quartz tower here. Black tourmaline, black tourmaline. Guess what? Black tourmaline.
Nice. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Surprise, no tiger's eye.
Right.
No,
Sometimes he doesn't throw tiger's eye at everything.
no. It is my favorite crystal.
I would think also a money oil would be like the most.
Or a love oil.
Oh, I love, yeah.
Love potion number 9.
Never had that.
Matter of fact, love potion number 9. The real recipe is actually in that book for y'all
Yep.
witches to know.
Yep.
But all right, we're marking up on 45, almost close to an hour. Do we want to wrap this up for tonight?
Considering the stuff we have to do, probably yeah.
Yeah. Again, we're very busy. Again, we wasn't even gonna come out with an episode, so lucky that y'all got this much.
Well, and it's just because what 2, 3 shows back to back. You've done 3 or 2 back to back shows.
2 back-to-back shows.
Okay, and then playing catch up with that, and then the
Yeah.
shop. Apparently, there's evil spirits everywhere because people are buying holy water like they can't keep it. I mean,
It's because I ate a banana, ho.
Isabel is like, oh, they're like, oh no, she's gone. She here, she there, she everywhere.
She here, she there. We don't know where she is. Just get it. Just get it.
That shit is hilarious to me.
That is so funny.
But
That
yeah.
wasn't on my 2025 bingo card.
No.
No.
But we'll get back to a regular schedule at some point.
No. Well, I'm sure by the next Cauldron Chat we'll be fine. I'm sure you'll see a couple of videos before then. You know what I mean? But as of this week, yeah, we lucky to even get this video out.
Well, we do what we can.
Yes.
And
With
then
that yawn being said,
okay. I took a power nap, bro. I don't know what to tell you. 3:30's early, okay? When you don't go to bed till almost midnight. That's not a lot of sleep.
yeah, literally.
I slept a total of 16 hours the other day, and I don't know why.
What?
I
Never have I ever.
I came home at like 2:30. I was in bed by 4, and I didn't wake up until 8 o'clock the next morning.
Did you
Huh?
take something? Did you
Nope.
take a pill?
Nope.
Shit.
I
ain't
wish.
never in my life had that much sleep in one go.
Right. Oh my god! Just last night I couldn't fucking catch a full hour of sleep because my allergies were being mean.
Yeah, no. Last night was horrible. I think that's why I was so tired today.
Yeah.
But alrighty.
All right, witches. Well, thank you for being present. Witches here in this chat, thank you guys for being present.
Yes. Always a good time. Always a good time.
Yes, I love you guys. This was fun. And
Yeah.
thank God we did get this in. But until next month, you guys have a wonderful fucking time. Happy Dark Moon. And we'll catch you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Good night, guys.